What up, though? How y'all feeling? It's your boy. What up, though? It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Oasis the Incredible. Back for another edition of Straight Talk with Spaceship. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Oh, you know, I had a topic that I was going to do, but my spirit moved me today. And as y'all see the topic, hold on. I did not want to see what I saw today. I did not want to see what I saw today. And I saw it way too many times for me not to say anything. I call this show Straight Talk with Spaceship. And so I got to be 1,000, got to be a buck. And so oh God, here we fucking go again. But by the end of this, by the end of today, by the end of this segment, by the end of this show, what up, Tosh? Hopefully, I can give you some good news about this situation that may benefit society. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to State Representative of Georgia, Vernon Jones. I just got done right before the show watching him. He's a Democrat. Just got done watching him at the Republican National Convention talking about Donald Trump. And I don't use the term Uncle Tom loosely. I don't try to discourage people from their political beliefs. But this son of a had some ridiculous views. Now, I've heard this from what he was saying. I've heard this from some black people about Trump cares more about black people than Biden. And I do see their point. I see where he has made some waves. But for me, it's more, for me with Trump, it's more than black and white. Trump is a decent businessman. He inherited money. He's been bankrupt 6 times. He's fraudulent. He steals. That's the problem I have with Trump. I have a problem with Trump's character. His businesses, if Trump would have been over the treasury or something, then maybe. President of the United States, not so much. But Vernon Jones, you are laughable. You weren't convincing. You sound like you was convincing yourself. I can't stand when people say stuff like, "Oh, it's a lot of black people that's woke." How you gonna use Donald Trump and woke in the same sentence? Because if we woke, we understand what Donald Trump is trying to do. And what Donald Trump, and that's the thing I think people are failing to realize. What Donald Trump is trying to do is not a black and white thing. It is a communist thing. It is an extinction thing. It is a purge thing. Donald Trump has now got another medicine that hasn't even went through phase 3 and said we could try test trials, and it hasn't been tried on humans. He is trying to kill people. He is trying to kill Americans. He feels like eliminating people will help the economy. Less people, more money. That's what Trump thinks. So I'm not going to go into the black and white dynamic of Trump, because Trump has done more. And I said this before. Trump probably did more for black people than Obama did. For whatever reason. But Trump, you are killing our country. You are putting our country back, or you want to model our country behind South Korea and Russia and Germany back in the day. You don't know your facts. I don't want a stupid person running my country, period. You're stupid. Now, let's get to this topic. I'm feeling some type of way about this. So I'm going to try to get through this very subjectively and discuss some things about it. But I cannot promise you that the emotions would not hit. As we know, there's been a video circulating. I got it in my Facebook inbox, of course, and I'm in Facebook jail, so I can't really do much or say much on there or whatnot. Of a black man walking to his car, getting into his car, a white police officer grabbing him by the shirt as he walks in the car and fires bullets. Spaceship, how many times did he fire bullets? 7. 7 shots into a car. Whoop, what up, Rock? Jacob Blake, let me tell you all this first before we continue. Jacob Blake is in stable condition right now at the hospital. It looks like he's going to make it. But this is ridiculous, people. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still going through this? Why is this acceptable? Now, a couple shows ago, I talked about, does Black lives still matter? Do Black lives still matter? Do Black lives really matter? And I know because of this, we got more protests, we got more uproar, and we have all these situations. This is so scary. This young man was 29, or I'm not saying was, excuse me. This young man is 29 years old. 29 years old. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. He has 4 kids. He has 4 kids. In the vehicle, the truck, the SUV, whatever you want to call it, while he was getting shot. While he was getting shot, his 8-year-old, his 5-year-old, and his 3-year-old were in the car watching this. They were in the back seat. Well, what was he doing, Spaceship? His 5-year-old, no, his 8-year-old, it was one of them, I'm sorry, had just had a birthday party. They were leaving a birthday party. Now, I'll keep in mind, we don't have a lot of information about it yet. A lot of things have not come out, like what happened beforehand. And I'm going to tell you why we don't have a lot of information. First thing, this happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The Kenosha Police Department do not have body cameras. They don't even have body cameras. So now, and this is my thing. When I first thought about that, when I first heard that they didn't have body cameras, my thinking was they were going to kill this man and do a me against us thing, or I feared for my life thing. I ain't got no camera. They can't get me for no camera. I'm good. Because there's no freaking way in my own conscience, and I'm not even a police officer. If I had my pistol drawn, and both of them had their pistol, both of them police officers from what I saw had their pistols drawn, would I shoot 7 times in a person's back? In his front, in his back. You shot 7 times. Close blank, like point blank range. Point blank range. And you thought you was going to get away with it. I don't know why in the black community. Black people keep their phones in their hand. We know what happens when cops are around. The first thing we think, let me tell you, even when a cop right now gets behind me and I know I'm not doing anything, I turn on my video on my phone. Let me just prepare myself. So police officers of Kenosha, Wisconsin, are you that stupid to think that the public was not going to record you doing this? Did you think you were going to get away with something like this? You shot that man 7 times. Oh, well, maybe he was going for his weapon. Maybe he had did something. Look, I'm gonna just say this. I've seen people get shot. And if you just want to injure them, if you want to make a statement, and you a police officer with training, you should know where to shoot somebody so they won't die. Hell, even Tory Lanez knew to shoot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. That nigga needs to stop watching Harlem Nights. That motherfucker was watching Harlem Nights. Had to. Shooting her in her heel like that. When you shoot at a man at point blank range 7 times, your intent is not to de-escalate. Your intent is not to stop the situation. Your intent is not to get control of the situation. Your intent is to kill. And this, Donald Trump, is what we have a problem with. You know, I was about this earlier. When we talk about the Black Lives Matter movement and police reform, we're not saying for police officers not to do their job. I have not once heard anybody say the police should not do their job. The police should not be arresting people. The police should not be shooting people. We're talking about the senseless abuse of power that they use on us, Black people, our community, minorities. The first thing I thought about when I saw this was the dude in Charleston that killed them 8 people at the church, got walked out the church and fed. They fed that man before they took him to jail. And you shooting a Black man in front of his kids 7 times? You didn't want him to make it. You didn't want him to make it. Think about, I'm gonna go on tangents. My mind is going every which way. Think about the effect that is going to have on them 3 young boys. Because I think he got 4 sons, if I'm not mistaken. 3 sons and a daughter, or 4 sons. I know it's 3 boys in the car. On my birthday, or the day I celebrated my birthday, I saw my dad get shot 7 times. See, what you, Trump, and what you, Kenosha, and what you, police officers, don't understand is the mental scars, the mental pain, the mental anguish that y'all place on people when y'all do stuff like this. How are those 3 young men supposed to trust police officers when they saw their dad get shot 7 times? Because even at their age 5 and 3, they may not be able to recall all the details of the moment. And from what I saw, it looked like whatever happened beforehand, the father had already had the keys in the car. They was ready to go, right? They was ready to go. So he probably sheltered them from the situation that happened beforehand. So they don't probably know what led up to that. And we don't either. But what they saw now is my daddy got shot. They're going to go to sleep and see their daddy slumped over. They're going to see blood on their dad, blood in that car. Blood probably spilled and splattered other places. Blood probably got in their face. And we're not even going to think about and talk about what the police officers possibly said to him, grabbing him like that. You know, in this journey of doing Straight Talk with Spaceship, I want to reach a lot of different topics. I want to talk about a lot of different things. I want to touch people in different situations and be really impartial about it. Y'all make sure y'all share the show. Go ahead, share it right now. Give people the link in, log in. Make sure you check it out on YouTube if you want to see this again tomorrow morning. 6 o'clock in the morning is the premiere edition for this week. And make sure you go to the website, www.theraw.radio.com. If you can't watch it at work, you can listen to it on the radio station at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time each third Tuesday and Thursday. So I try to be impartial when I talk about things. I don't want to bash women. I don't want to just bash men. They could have ricocheted off them kids. Anything could have happened to the kids, right? But I think sometimes our black women and people, and I mentioned this, I'm trying to combine some thoughts. I mentioned this the other day when I was talking about even the DNC and things like, there's nothing that really talks like men. There's nothing that really protects the black man. We say Black Lives Matter because we inclusive to the black men and women. But for black men, y'all don't understand how scary it is in this world. I just went and got Chinese food. I'm standing outside the door waiting on the guest in front of me to leave, and 2 police officers roll up. And for me, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking to him, and I got a shirt on that say trap and tripping and all this. They looking at my shirt. I'm like, bro, look, I got this for Father's Day. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to justify what I got on because now you ask me questions about it. Nigga, I don't fuck with you like that. I don't know you. I don't even know what you look like. You got a mask on. But for a black man, it is so tough. It is so tough because people think we're so aggressive that police officers are automatically scared of us. I guarantee you, if you gave them police officers I was by today some truth serum, they would have said they was probably a little nervous. They probably would have said, "Oh, he's a black man. We don't know what he gonna do." They don't think like that with white folks. Let's be real. Police officers do not see a white person and think that they're gonna do something aggressive. They think of us as animals, when in fact, last time I checked, we're all animals. We're Homo sapiens. Those are animals, right? And so as a black man, because what I've heard, there was 2 different accounts of it, right? I heard one of them was he was actually, it was a domestic dispute. And might not even necessarily been him in the domestic dispute, but I heard that he was actually breaking up the situation. He was actually breaking up the situation. But when the police are called and they come and they see a man in the middle of a situation, guess who the first motherfucking thing they gonna think? He the one that did it. I had an ex who called the cops on me for some bullshit, and the cops came and charged me up before listening to my side of the story. And that was the day we broke up. They said, well, sir, you could just leave for 24 hours and you could come back. No, I'm not coming back. Let me get all my shit. Let me get all my shit. Because if she could call the cops on me and have y'all come out here and ice grill me, and I wasn't the one that did anything, it's too dangerous. Being a black man in this world is too dangerous. And I know we have Breonna Taylor, we have Sandra Bland, and all these things, you know, and these females that have these situations. You know, the woman in Colleen, you know, we've had a lot of situations, right? But for the black man, we are undervalued. We are looked at as thugs. We're looked at as criminals. We're looked at as replaceable. We're looked at as disposable. We're looked at as every black man has a gun. Every black man's in a gang. Every black man sells drugs. This is what we're looked at. I've been stopped driving from Dallas, Texas to Flint, Michigan, because I got a hotel in St. Louis, and they stopped my car as soon as I got on the highway because they thought I was transporting drugs. Nigga, I'm going to see my grandma. She dying. I've been called an angry black man more times than I've probably been called my real fucking name in life. As a black man, it is tough. And for this black man who, it's almost like when a situation arises, as a black man, we really need to fucking leave the situation. We need to leave the scene, because if the cops show up, that's extra on our ass. And I'm not talking about the George Floyds or the boy in Colorado or the Philando Castillos, you know, who were by themselves and wasn't doing anything. And the sad part is, the scary part is, these cops are getting away with this stuff. I don't want my daughter or my sons to get that phone call because a white person, a white police officer, decided that day He wanted to play kill a nigga. He wanted to play kill a nigga, and I just happened to be jogging. Like I would. Let me tell y'all. I know y'all be looking at my man boobs and all that, right? I was really at when the corona hit. I was really working out almost every day, going jogging, going walking, doing exercises outside, going up to the park, and then George Floyd died. Even when COVID hit, I was still trying to work out. I'm trying to get rid of this winter body. I've been had a winter body for about 15 years. I'm trying to get rid of this winter body, right? But it made me scared to go jogging now. It made me scared to go walking now. I used to go just walk to the store. Just I stay right down the street from the store when I grew up. When I was growing up in Flint, you could walk to the store. It was cool. I'm scared to walk to the store now. This man was getting in his car with his kids. Did you not evaluate the situation? Was you in? And this is a thing, and this is another thing, and this is the different. This is another difference between men and women. With men love to have dick measuring contests. A man can possibly, most men will allow a woman to talk reckless to them and just brush that shit off. Just brush it off. Go on, just get out. Right? I've seen, because I watch a lot of videos of stops and traffic stops and First Amendment things of that nature. I've seen women talk reckless to police officers and get off. As a man, I gotta watch my mouth. I gotta watch my tone. I can't say anything that may be possibly misconstrued. Because now, you back talking me? Hold on, player, you ain't my master. I can say what the fuck I want to say to you. This is my First Amendment rights. Freedom of speech. But freedom of speech don't matter when ego and pride is involved. And I can only imagine, just by what I saw in the video with Mr. Blake. I'm here. I'm just. What do we do? How do we do it? It's frustrating. It's something that, you know, um, it's one of those things where we wish we could, we want to, right? Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay. I'm trying to get everything back together. My damn computer just shut the fuck off, y'all. So I do apologize about that. We back. Let's see here. All right, we back, y'all. It's your boy. Go on, see Spaceship Oasis. Incredible. And you know, it's one of those things where we want to protect you. We want to diffuse situations. Like I said, he was trying to diffuse the situation. Right? There we go. There we go. He was trying to diffuse the situation. He wasn't armed. He wasn't, you know, he probably did get angry. It was a birthday party. We black. He probably was drinking or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say I know all the pieces to the story. What I can say is that shooting a man 7 times in the back is fucked up. And I don't think nobody else can say that it's not. Nobody can justify it. That's the thing I be wondering with these fucking politicians, right? Like y'all say shit that nobody in a fucking right mind can justify. You cannot justify putting your knee on somebody's neck for 9 minutes. You cannot justify busting down a woman's door that's asleep with her boyfriend and shooting her that many motherfucking times. I thought cops are supposed to take people in, even if they did something. This white boy in Charleston, South Carolina, killed these people and he was taken in. With us, it's kill him first. We'll worry about that later. Kill him. Kill as many as you can. So then, it plays us as black men against our black women and our black women against our black men. Because now the black men, they go back to blue. Our men become cowards, become scary. Like I say, when I see a cop behind me, I go the other way. No matter if I know my rights or not. It's not about knowing my rights. When I tell you I watch these YouTube videos and shit, a lot of these videos I watch have to be white people. They can't be black. Blacks can't do stuff like this. First of all, let me tell you this. First of all, they're banking on us not to know our rights. They're banking on us not to be smart enough to educate ourselves. I thought that too. Because if the man wasn't being detained, and he could have asked him, because I've been watching, am I being detained? If you're not being detained, I'm leaving. If I'm not in the, even think about it, he breaking up a dispute. He trying to walk away. I don't have to give you a statement. I don't have to be a witness. That's on y'all. I don't got to give you my name or nothing. Popo get mad. Now you want to grab it. Now you want to grab. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know, you got to be smart enough. And black men, we cannot walk in the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. You can't be foolish, but you can stand up for yourself. Because at this point, they don't respect us so much that they feel like it's not even a shoot one time thing anymore. When the last time you really heard a black person got shot? Once. Every time they're killing us, it's execution style. Because A, they know they can get away with it. B, they know we don't know what to do. C, they're going to try to justify it because we have allowed them to shape who we are. And I'm not going to sit here and act like some of the dumbass shit we done did, some of the dumbass shit we do don't affect that. That's why they feel like they can do it. I've seen roaches outside my apartment. I don't fuck with them roaches. You know why? Because I ain't got no roaches inside my house. So I don't have no relationship with them. You an animal. People with roaches kill roaches on the outside. You know why? Because they roaches. They're not animals to them. They used to them. You know what they do when they kill them? When they see them, they kill them. So when a white person thinks of us as a roach, and they don't even understand that I'm not that. I'm a human. I'm a human just like you. They still gonna try to kill us because they seen the other roaches. And that's fact. We play into the narrative as well. And we got to stop playing into that narrative. We got to stop having these dick measuring contests with ourselves. Our chest be more puffy with our own than it is with the white folk. I understand proximity killing. I do. But I rarely hear about black people killing white people, robbing white people. I don't hear about black cops killing white people. That's why I couldn't be a cop. Y'all picking off all these black people. I'm gonna pick one or two of them off the muscle. We have to change the narrative though as well. We have to stand up for ourselves. We have to be in these things. We have to make them fear us intellectually. I'm not saying, please don't misconstrue. I'm not saying that they're not just killing us just to kill us. But we play into that narrative. We don't vote. We don't take care of our responsibilities. We don't try to get good jobs. We cool. Let me tell you, I'm from the hood. I'm from the block. I know the grand poobas. I know the bosses. I know the real trap niggas. So I've seen that side of it. I'm not saying yay and nay. I was blessed to be the guy in the hood that everybody was like, no, nigga, you can't get into this life. You're gonna be something. They protected me. But we have to stop. And this is the funny part. Most of the music we hear, most of the things we see on TV, most of the ideas that pass through TV go through white people. White people want us to see this stuff. White people want us to hear this stuff. White people want us to be around this stuff so that it can keep us suppressed. It can keep us looking stupid. Y'all gonna buy our brands. You ain't gonna support your own businesses. You're gonna hate your own culture. And the only time y'all gonna come together is when we kill one of you. But it ain't gonna be strong enough for y'all to do anything about it. We can't have one or two people down in City Hall. We can't have, look, I'm a school teacher. You know how many black parents I see at PTA meetings, parent meetings, student teacher, parent teacher conference? You know how many parents I don't see? And then you wonder why your kid grows up like this? And I'm not saying this is Mr. Blake. I'm not saying this is anybody that got killed. What I'm saying is we got to continue to build our community. We got to speak to each other. We don't even speak to each other if we don't know each other. We got to make them scared to do something. Right now, the cops are not scared to harm any of us at any given time around anybody. including your kids. They will shoot you 7 times in the back in front of your kids. No, I know little Mikey right there. I know, no. Ain't no community. We don't have a village. White people have a village. That's why they get away with so much shit. We can't build no Black Wall Street again. We don't like each other too much. They made us hate them so much that we don't trust our own people. We don't even trust our own people. So no, we will never build shit right now. We won't build shit. 10 Black people won't get together to build a strip mall because as soon as one nigga making more money than the other nigga, now it's beef. Now we beefing. As soon as somebody come tell you something about somebody you've known 20 years, you believe them. Now it's beef. As soon as your kid come home with failing grades, you go cuss out the teacher instead of looking at yourself. Now it's beef. I don't like your teacher either. I don't know how. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, even if I wasn't a teacher, I would still want to be smart. I like being smart. I like being able to help my kids with their schoolwork. All because you dropped out. School might not be for you, but having fucking book sense is for you. You don't have to go to school to be smart. You don't have to be in school to know how to fucking divide 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. You don't have to be fucking, you don't have to go to school to know what a verb is and an adjective is. But a lot of us is cool with that shit. We're cool with being mediocre. We cool with our kids not knowing how to write cursive, so now they can't write a signature. We see our kids on computer. You know, I was thinking today. I be seeing all these Black men balling out here, money, paper loan, doing all type of stunt shit. You got a computer for your kid? You got any programs you buy for your kid? No, because you on your internet on your phone. And you don't want your kid to see that phone. You might got them an iPad, maybe, an Xbox, a PS, whatever, 23. But then you sit your kid at home on the computer, like, go over this stuff. Work on this. Figure it out. And especially if you know me. If you know me, like, you know all you got to do is say, hey, shit, what programs can I put for my kid? Whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada. You know I'm all for it. But we got to make sure we got the new J's, though. You got the new J's, but your kid still can't read. So when your kid gets 16, 17 years old, and you like, well, I dropped out of school too. Nigga, that's not a medal of honor. I know people that dropped out of school because they got raped and had babies. Dropping out of school just because you don't want to learn, that ain't fucking ding, ding, ding. Now, at the age I'm at now, I'm mad at myself because I don't know more stuff. I'm trying to be proactive now. I'm trying to educate myself on stuff now. I think back on times when I've been arrested now, man, like, fuck, I didn't know that. I would have not got arrested. I would have not got tickets. Oh, I should have did that. Oh, man, like, I'm mad at myself and I consider myself a smart guy. We have to continue to educate ourselves. We got to continue to build our community. Like, I love those people that took the video and were saying, stop. Are we too scared to make a blockade? Are we too scared? We see these cops chasing this man with a gun and niggas just standing there with the camera. Because you don't want to get killed either. You ain't ready to die for this shit. You ain't ready to die for what's going on with Jacob Blake, with Botham Jean, with Ahmaud Arbery. You ain't ready to stand there. I see a lot of fucking videos. I see a lot of videos. We saw a man get shot running away from the cops. Bah! Everybody ran. Everybody ran. But we'll pull heat out. We'll pull burner out at a playground, though. We'll pull burner out at a park where there's little kids, little black kings and queens walking around this motherfucker. I've been fortunate not to be around no shit like that. I've been profiled. I've been harassed by cops, but I've never seen anybody go through shit like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy what they're trying to do. They're trying to extinct us and expedite it because we're extincting ourselves. So who's gonna stop? Because they not stopping. George Floyd was doing COVID. So that was have to be what, about 3 months ago, 4 months ago? And that's just a big case. And Breonna Taylor was in February. Ahmaud Arbery was when? He was before George Floyd. Like, there has to be some stability. I've talked about this. When the last time we protested? Now, pay attention. Trump just went to a rally last week in Wisconsin. Trump just went to a rally. The RNC started today. And we got 7 shots. Like, I'm watching more politics. I'm reading more news. And I remember I watched the Dave Chappelle special, and he had something on Don Lemon from CNN. And I was, I laughed. Then I went to CNN. That's kind of how I really almost kind of got into my news shit. So I went to CNN to see who the Don Lemon guy was. And, Dave Chappelle funny. I love Dave Chappelle, favorite comedian of all time. But he said something about Don Lemon, like, that piece of work. Can we be mad that square-ass black people are in positions because they handle their business? Can we be mad that the scientists that are black, the secretary general, the news reporter that's major, like, we still have these black people, but what's the difference there? Because we want to keep it real for our people, and you still can. You're not lessening yourself by educating yourself, because this, like, even now in Wisconsin, they said protesters started up, so now they have an 8 o'clock curfew. So y'all wasn't protesting before this? Y'all still wasn't protesting? I love J-Rock, as y'all know. J-Rock brought over some pluckers last night for the show, right? Some chicken wings. And I love pluckers, favorite chicken wings, right? But I was like, I thought we was protesting. I said in my head, I ain't said to her, because I'm not, beggars can't be choosers. She brought dinner. I'm going to eat these wings, right? But I said to myself, I thought we was protesting. I thought we was protesting pluckers. I talked to somebody the other day, they was eating Chick-fil-A. I thought we was protesting Chick-fil-A. I talked to somebody the other day, said they was going to Target. I thought we was protesting Target. Oh, we done? We done. We was done on July 8th, right? Because July 7th was blackout day, and everybody took okay, did my part. I'd rather go to the Mexican supermarket. And I love Kroger. There's a Kroger right by my house. I go to that Kroger all the time because it is black and it's young black people, and I rock with them. But besides that, I'll go to the Mexican market. I go eat with the Mexican people before I go to I don't go to Walmart too much. I am very rarely. You will seldom see me in Walmart. You will never see me in Target. I got me some chicken breast. I'll make my own chicken tenders. And I know how to make a chicken sandwich from like taste like Chick-fil-A. Like, why are we protesting now? So what we do? We go protest. Oh, another black man got shot. Another black man got shot. Time to protest again. Hell no, we won't go. Oh, it's been 10 days, y'all. All right. They not going, they not gonna arrest the cops. Of course they not. Police are protected by the biggest gang in America. And that is the police union. That's what we don't understand. Once they pay them union dues, see, we don't know about union dues because we don't have jobs with unions. And more than likely we do. You just don't know about it. Unions protect your job. And that's what happens. They don't even argue about it. That's why you don't hear these cops say shit. They call when the shit first, when they get in the car, they call in their union rep. I just killed another one. And that's the biggest gang in America. That is the biggest gang because unions pay a lot of people. Unions take care of a lot of people dirty work. But you know, we can't just protest. And I'm not necessarily protesting out there in the streets anymore. I have. I don't know if they're still protesting. Y'all know I went on a trip and I've been off balance and had the kids and things of that nature. So I haven't been out, but I've been trying to, even with this show, with Straight Talk with Spaceship, I've been trying to talk about things that are prevalent in the community, bring some light to the community, open up some eyes, open up some hearts in the community, and just hopefully bring some awareness, to the community. Not expecting all y'all to read your news. Hopefully, I'm a source of news for you. Of course, hopefully I'm a source of education for you. That's what I want Straight Talk to be. If it becomes a news channel, then so be it. I want to be a light and a beacon to bring education and awareness to our community because for so long we've been so butthurt by what's been done to us that we became sensitive to each other. We're not strong for each other. We don't push each other. Right? Like, I was talking to a new coworker today, and she's like, "Yeah, I've been here for about a week." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "When did you come here?" "Oh, my boyfriend broke up with me, and my family was here." I said, "Oh, okay." "Why y'all break up?" "Oh, he found somebody better." "Oh, okay." And she tried to give me a sad face, but what you sad for? You know the rules of the game. He chose somebody else. You should be happy. You should be happy that he was man enough to let you go and play with you. But we don't recognize that as a man. Right? I mean, I know you might be sad, but there was probably some signs, and we don't recognize the signs. We don't like when our significant other or somebody we love critiques us. I've said this. We can't get into arguments and let that shit go. I think people are weirder with me because I can have an argument. I can have a discrepancy with you, and I can argue and get loud and be done with it when it's over with because I'm passionate. But if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. I'm good. Just let me digest that shit. Let me move on. I can get critiqued by my best friends of shit I'm doing wrong. I get called a fuck up. But we're not holding each other accountable. We're not strengthening ourselves. We can't fight the enemy if we're not strong. When a boxer is about to box, he trains. Where's our training? Where's our home training at? You know how we used to say that when we was younger? Boy, you ain't got no home training. We don't have any home training. Home is where you get strong. Home is where you get wise. Home is where you get smart. And we're not showing any of that shit. So how the hell do we expect to fight this machine, this Rocky Marciano, this white man that's undefeated? He had one loss, Civil War. Let's be real. Segregation wasn't really a loss. Segregation or integration. Integration, we're going to get your money too. We ain't going to give you none. We're going to get your money. We're going to control you with welfare. Cap Hill came over. He said, how is it that people can be on welfare all day life, but unemployment runs out? And if y'all want to see that, that was on the very first edition of Black Men and Bones. Man. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happens. We talk about them people. We isolate. Oh, they don't smoke. They don't drink. They don't club. Nigga, I need somebody like that on my side. I need a weirdo on my team. I need somebody who can fix computers. Go to your, I need somebody that can work on these taxes. Nigga, y'all be trying to date models. I be trying to date lawyers. We are not the same. We are not the same. We don't embrace those people. We hinder those people. We talk about those people. We look down on those people because they're not cool. And then we wonder why Don Lemon on CNN talking like he talked, or Candace Owens being who she is. I'm not saying that they wrong on everything they say. That's what makes them who they are, because some of their points are accurate. I'm not saying do away with welfare. Some people need it. Some people don't. I've had Black women judge me because they had a house in Lancaster and I was struggling with 3 kids. I don't get my check. You get a house for $50. If I had a house for $50, you know how much shit I had too? But we frown upon these people. Or it's okay not to work. We're cool with not working. And not to do other things, not to support our kids. Just as like, I'm good in the bed. I hate summers because my sleep pattern is already off. And going to work for me makes me get up. So between this COVID, working from home, and not, having the summer off, like that shit really fucks with me. By this time, I'm ready to go back to work. I need to work. My mind needs to do something, be challenged. I don't see how people can live 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and not work. We wanted to be integrated so bad. And I can't say we, because most of us was not alive when this happened. But now we got to start thinking. We got to really start pushing. Our forefathers pushed for the wrong thing because they thought that's what would make the world easier. By now, we know they're not fucking with us like that. There's some good white people. I'm not going to say all of them are bad, but a lot of the rich white people don't want a lot of rich Black people. So we got to make our own rich. Yes, sometimes shit costs more. Yes, sometimes shit happens. But if we make our communities rich, we can have our own police force. You can have a small police force in different cities. All Black police force. Paid for by our government. But we don't think like that. We don't push ourselves like that. We only get angry when Jacob Blake is shot 7 times in the back. We still gonna get our white shoes at our white stores with a white price. by their white cars, get pulled over by their white cops while we show them their white license. Somewhere in this mix of senseless killings, antagonizing, punishment, hurt, we have to stop waiting on a hero and become our kids' hero. We are waiting for a Malcolm X. We're waiting for a Martin Luther King. We waited on a Jesse Jackson. We waited on a Al Sharpton. We waited on a Barack Obama. We waited on a Marcus Garvey. Who are we waiting on now? We want Beyonce and Jay-Z to be the vocal points of Black America so bad. Anything Beyonce do is, oh, Black power. She is a performer. She's not a fucking activist. White people in their community, I mean, said, my grandma was alive. We had watch groups in the community. They got together. The people knew each other. They had a meeting once a month, twice a month, and talked about what's going on in the community. We had block parties. My grandma would make ice cream. We had a field across the street. The kids from down the street and around the corner would come and we would kick it. We knew the city councilman. We don't know these people anymore. And we got more exposure because we're on social media. But everybody's a fucking celebrity now. Everybody's a diva now. Everybody got pride now. And everybody's scary now. You can't go knock on your neighbor's door and just say, hi, I'm such and such. Welcome to the neighborhood. We never met. This is my kid. I see your kid. We don't do this shit like that. The kids will meet before the parents do. We have to build these communities because if not, the cycle is going to continue and continue and continue. Now, let me say this. As horrible as this action was, it may have been the best thing to happen. Because dead men tell no tales. Everybody that has been killed has been killed. It's very rare that somebody survives something like this. So now, maybe Mr. Blake can tell what happened. You can see the results of it. And maybe now we can truly get some reform because this isn't a he said, she said situation. When Amber Geiger went to trial, Botham Jean was nowhere to talk his case. Breonna Taylor is nowhere to talk her case. We don't know what happened to Sandra Bland. Sean Bell is dead. Jacob Blake is not dead. He's going to make it. Keep praying for this brother. And maybe we can get some reform going on. We can actually hear what truly happened, what's truly going on, what's truly being said. Because if he died, it's his word against the police. And it was way more police than it was him. So they're going to believe the police because they done corroborated their story. I hope you own that motherfucking city by the time this trial is over, brother. I hope you own Wisconsin. I'm not wishing this on you. I wish this would have never happened to you in front of your kids, in front of anybody. I'm glad you are safe right now, and I pray that you make it out. I pray you make it out. Who knows? They said you was in stable condition, but I haven't read anything since I started this show. It's your boy. Go up and see Spaceship Awaits the Incredible. This is Straight Talk with Spaceship right here, www.thewild.radio.com. Make sure you check us out every Thursday, every Sunday. And please check out J-Rock's video of the week. It's a good song. It's a good song. So make sure you hit our YouTube, check out all our content. Shout out to all our subscribers. I'm gonna give a subscriber shout out start next week. So if you subscribe, I'm gonna see if I can go in there and just post a comment, tell me you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna shout you out next week. You dig? But this is the time, y'all. We see the pot is bubbling. The pot is bubbling. I know. Joe Biden ain't great. Trump ain't great. But we got to start voting. We got to start voting in our local election. We got to start going to these board meetings and seeing what they're really talking about. We get the summaries when we read and shit. We get the summaries when we see the news. You got to be a part of these things. It's okay. It doesn't make you less cool. I tell my students a lot of times, I always see this battle with being cool and being smart. And some of the most successful people, and I'm blessed that they are in my circle, understand that it's cool to be smart. It's okay to get off your ass and go to your parent-teacher conference and find out what your kid needs. Because that relationship, it ain't about tutoring. It ain't about getting them to come to class on time. When they see the parent that they love and respect and a teacher conversing, it puts more pressure on them to try to do their best. And kids, at the essence of their core, the core of their soul, want to make their parents happy. They want to make people proud of them. They want to be proud. And a lot of times we lose kids because they don't have anything to be proud of. They don't have anybody to be proud of them. So fuck it. Why should I work hard? My mama don't even want to look at my report card. My mama don't even fucking look at my report card. So why should I even try hard? She don't care. She call me all the time. I'm at home. She don't even ask me why I go to school. I don't care. Fathers, your kids look up to you whether you in their life or not. They either want to have a relationship with you or they're mad that they don't have a relationship with you. It's okay to pop up at your kid's school. Go see them. Get your name on that contact list. Get them grades sent to your phone. You got all these goddamn apps to make TikTok videos and Instagram videos, but you don't have the shit to get your kids Classroom Dojo? You don't know what the fuck Classroom Dojo is? You don't know what Power School is? In unity, there is strength. And we don't have unity. And until we have unity, this stuff with Jacob Blake and all these other people are going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Yeah, that's how it go. So y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Y'all make sure if y'all want to see this again, I'm gonna try to edit it so I can get that bullshit up out of there. I appreciate y'all still rocking with me. As always, this ship will go and see Spaceship Awaits is incredible. Please don't forget if you want to support the show. All right, want to support the show. Please donate Cash App, JG Jones, or you can hit the PayPal, thewildoutradio@gmail.com. We steady trying to build and do dope shit. And we appreciate all the support y'all give us, man. Hopefully, I got some good shit in the works. So working on that right now. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's your boy. I love y'all, man. As always, be a blessing to somebody's life. It's not about what you get. It's about what you give. Sure.